Hi, today I'm going to be talking to you about the solution to help solve women's health problems. I will go through with you 1. What are the health problems that women are facing today? 2. Why is there such a drastic increase? 3. One of the main causes to this, and also lastly, the solution. So let's start. These are some of the health problems that women everywhere are facing right now. Are you suffering from any one of these? What about your mother, your sisters, or your friends? I, for example, get really bad menstrual pains and it would last for a few days. And when I use sanitary towels or pads, it gets really hot and itchy. I actually go through this every day because I wear panty liners. It is really uncomfortable. Okay. Going back to the screen, women also suffer from fibroids, which are actually tumors that grow in the uterus. The effect of having this, it would disturb your menstrual cycle, affect your bladder, and give you bad stomach pains. Women also suffer from endometriosis. What does that mean? Well, it's actually when your period blood overflows to the back of your uterus, and it can cause a lot of problems. Some of the symptoms of having this is that you get period pains, irregular period, and sometimes there are no symptoms at all. It can be that one day something happened and you accidentally found out that you have it, and it's already so bad that you would actually have to take out your womb, your reproductive system. Scary, isn't it? One health problem that we always see happening is cancer, and women suffering from cancer is growing rapidly every day. Did you know that it was reported in the newspaper on the 13th of May 2009 that 1,600 women are diagnosed with cervix cancer every single day? One of the main known reasons for cervix cancer is low immune system, which can be caused by dioxin. So, why is there an increase of women's health problems nowadays? One of the main causes is the use of pads and panty liners that contain dioxin. I bet you are wondering, what on earth is dioxin? Before exposing to you what dioxin is, let's take a look at how disposable pads and panty liners are made. When we buy pads and panty liners, we see them as very white and clean. But are you aware that they were actually made from dirty old stuff? When our mom sells off old newspaper to the paperman, I bet she didn't know that it was going to be recycled into the pads and panty liners that we use, huh? To make it into sanitary pads and panty liners, all the old recycle waste would go through a very rigorous bleaching process using all these chemicals, which would produce a very dangerous toxin called dioxin. Okay, so let's take a look at what actually is dioxin. In short, it's a highly toxic chemical and it is classed as a carcinogen, which means that it is a cancer hazard to humans. There are also many other health problems that are linked to humans being exposed or using products that contain dioxin, like using those recycled pads and panty liners. Using the pads and panty liners that have dioxin in them can cause all this. Dioxin is actually well known for its ability to damage humans' immune system, so humans will be more prone towards diseases and illnesses. Dioxin also interferes with the hormonal system. This means that a woman would have imbalanced hormones, which could cause infertility, very hard to get pregnant, irregular periods, and a lot more. Not just that, dioxin also causes cancer, severe reproductive and development problems. Example of this is learning disabilities and birth defects in babies. Don't you agree that this is happening more now? Dioxin is so dangerous that it's even worse than cyanide. It's even worse than arsenic. Can you imagine how dangerous it is now? And we are using it every day without giving it any thought at all. There are so many reports that show how dangerous it is to use these recycled pads and panty liners, but I guess we never put much thought to it as we didn't feel like we had any other choice. I mean, we can't use cloth like how they did back then to go to work, could we? Of course, cloth is better than these toxic pads and panty liners, and that's why women back then don't get a lot of health problems like we talked about. But It just won't be practical, right? Here it says, don't be fooled by the whiteness of these pads. Well, now, there is a solution, an alternative to using the toxic pads and panty liners. It's called the